Have you ever wondered whether that girl across the room might be checking you out? Perhaps you've captured a glimpse of her glance lingering a bit longer than normal. Well, hold on to your interest, because today we're about to reveal the dark secret about how girls secretly check you out. But here's the catch, you'll need to stay tuned until sign number 7 to discover the whole thing. So let's delve in and explore the subtle yet revealing ways that she might be eyeing you up without you knowing it. Number 1. She positions herself. She positions herself from a positive standpoint. When a girl is eyeing you over, she could position herself deliberately to gain an enhanced view of you, like she's attempting to take every possible detail. Imagine this, you're at a crowded cafe, and you happen to be peeking around the place. Unexpectedly, you notice her sitting at a table nearby, but it's not just any place she's chosen. It's a seat whereby she can clearly see you, perhaps she's facing towards you or seated at an angle that allows her an ideal line of sight. It's like she's deliberately placed there to capture glimpses of you without becoming too creepy about it. Maybe you're at an event and she ends up in a group discussion that just happened to be next to where you are standing. She's not directly interacting with you, but her position indicates that she's focused on having you in her line of sight. It's a subtle yet revealing hint that she's interested in whatever you're up to and wants to ensure she is not missing a thing. Therefore, when you find yourself noticing these modest movements, it could be worth giving a little additional attention and seeing whether there's a spark about to ignite. Second sign, glances and eye contact. When a girl wants to check you out, one of the most obvious indications you could notice is glances and eye contact. That means that she will likely sneak quick glances in towards you when she thinks you are not watching, or she might begin to make eye contact with you and then look away nervously. For instance, let's assume you're in a cafe, and you notice a female seated at a table next to yours. At certain points, you spot her glance darting over to you, but immediately as you meet her eyes, she swiftly changes her focus somewhere else, perhaps pretending to be engaged on her phone. Such glances and short periods of eye contact might be her method of quietly showing interest without having to say anything directly. It's a means for her to evaluate your reaction and determine whether you could be interested in her too. Number 3, she may find a reason to be around you. When a girl develops an interest in you, she might begin finding reasons to be closer to you. Imagine this, you're at an event and she constantly ends up in the same room as you, despite the fact she was not there before. Perhaps she abruptly needs to get a drink from the very same table you're standing next to, or she joins a discussion nearby when you are conversing with friends. It's like she's attracted to your magnetic pole and can't help but move towards you. Or maybe you are in a classroom or at work and you notice she always appears to sit right next to you or pass by your seat more frequently than necessary. It's as if she's striving to seek opportunities to run into you or initiate a conversation. These minor moves could appear coincidental, but if you pay close attention, you will notice she's intentionally finding means to be around you because she's secretly checking you out and praying you'll notice her too. The fourth sign is preening. Preening is a subtle yet crucial behavior that usually indicates desire or attraction. Whenever someone like a girl checks you out, it fundamentally entails grooming or changing one's appearance in the presence of a person whom they are interested in. For example, imagine that you are talking to a girl you've attracted the attention of at a social event. As the conversation continues, you notice her subconsciously touching her hair or smoothing down the fabric of her clothing. These seemingly harmless gestures reflect a higher degree of interest. Preening can also entail adjusting accessories such as jewelry or readjusting a scarf. Fundamentally, it's the body's method of saying, "I need to look the best I can for you." Although it may seem minor, paying close attention to these subtle signs might reveal important insights into someone's sentiments or attraction towards you. Number 5, when she's hanging out with her friends, you'll notice them stealing glances in your direction. When a girl is hanging out with her friends, it is like a tiny squad of investigators striving to find you out. Suppose you're at a park and you notice a group of girls having discussions on a nearby bench. As you walk past, you notice one of them staring at you out of the corner of your eye, but it's not only her. Friends are also stealing glimpses in your direction every time they think you're not paying attention. It's just like they are all in on a secret, attempting to find out what it is that makes you tick. Or perhaps you are at an event and you find yourself surrounded by a group of girls laughing and having conversations. You realize that any time you say anything humorous or interesting, their eyes flit over to you, as if they're trying to evaluate your reaction. It's a subtle yet clear sign that you've captured their attention and that they're interested in finding out more about you. Therefore, if you find yourself in these scenarios, don't be shocked if you become the focus of attention for more than a single set of eyes. Number 6. Fidgeting and nervousness. When a girl is checking you out, occasionally her nervousness could give her away. Imagine you're conversing with her and you realize she begins fidgeting with her hands or even tapping her foot. It's just like her body is attempting to release some of the energy building up inside because she's feeling nervous around you. Or maybe you notice her touching her hair or adjusting her clothing more than usual. It's practically as if she's attempting to detach herself from the butterflies fluttering in her stomach. Suppose you tell her a joke and instead of immediately eliciting laughter, she experiences a mild flush and briefly stumbles over her words. It's an indication that you've made her feel slightly nervous, but in a good way. These slight signs of nervousness can appear small, but they express everything about her interest in you. So if you notice her being a bit fidgety or timid around you, it may be because she's secretly checking you out and striving to keep her cool simultaneously. Number 7. She reacts to your body language. When a girl is checking you out, she might imitate your body language without being aware of it. For example, if you lean in while speaking with her, she could naturally lean in too, as if she's attracted to your vibe. Maybe if you crossed your feet, she could do the same just a moment later. It's like an unconscious dance where she follows your lead without knowing it. Another instance could happen if you smile and she smiles back nearly immediately. It indicates that she's tuned into your vibes and is reacting in kind. These minor synchronizations in body language can appear subtle, but they tell everything about her interest in you. Therefore, if you notice her responding to your every action with subtle mirroring, it might be a sign that she's secretly checking you out and feeling a connection with you. So guys, we have come to the end of today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And please support us by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video.